So, Kathleen, how would you like to play 3-Question Thursday?
I would love to.
All right. One thing you talked about was your nightly checklist. Now, for those who are not using a nightly checklist, what is the point? Is this to check off your habit stacks, the habits that you are creating? What is
It
on
is. It is. It is a great list. It's about committing your food. It's about writing your gratitudes. It's about reading something inspirational, meditation, checking in to see what your hunger scale was for the day. Asks you to account, was I bright for the day? So you're being accountable to yourself, and it's just a beautiful reminder. And it's building a new brain. Habits are real things. They are real neurofibers in our head, and it's a real thing. And so these are beautiful ways to build those right neurofibers, habits in our brain.
Well, and I can't help but this is still on question 1, just letting you know, because I know that you are learning the harp. And I just want to piggyback on what you're saying about the neurofibers. You said something interesting to me the other day about that. What did your teacher tell you about learning that instrument and neurofibers?
Yes. She said that when we're practicing a little chunk of music, it's the difficult little part, and we repeat it over and over again, that we need to sleep. Because when we're sleeping, our brain is growing fibers for that little skill. And we practice it the next day, and we need to sleep. And it's growing more fibers. And when you do this, you realize you have kind of like after a week or two, this amazing breakthrough that it's like so simple now. And it's because your brain has literally grown fibers for that skill. And so it was a great awareness for me. I thought maybe if I practiced 2 hours, I'd have a breakthrough. No, you sleep.
Small, consistent practice over and over, but allowing yourself to rest. I love that. Okay, question number 2. Do you see how I snuck that in there? So number 2 on I'm going back to the habit stack thing, because you just said part of it is to fill your mind with inspirational works. What do you use for inspiration? I know you have a life coach, so
Yes.
that I'm assuming is the one, but what are other things that you use to keep your inspiration up?
Susan Pierce Thompson, all of her vlogs, everything I can get access to. I have not paid for her membership yet. I know that I can, and I know it's there if ever I feel like I want to, but I'll just be right up front with you. I haven't purchased that yet, but I can see, had I maybe done that, I maybe wouldn't have had to pay for Jody Moore. So yeah. Anyway, I love Susan Pierce Thompson, and she's so amazing to me. And free podcasts. I do listen to my faith-based scripture study, and conference talks and things like that are very inspirational to me. I do every day take in that good information in my head. I need it. I'm growing a new brain. Awesome. I don't want that old brain. I'm not going to let it go back there.
That's fantastic. 3rd question. This is for all the money, all the marbles. Okay. So you mentioned just a minute ago about that now you're turning around and reaching out and helping others. And you said the other day that term is a guide, that you're helping guide people. What do you do? I know from your experience of being in the ditch, what is some short, simple advice that could help just about anybody on their journey?
They all have to do the nightly checklist. Okay, when I say have to to strive to. I'm not asking for perfection, but I also really believe strongly in mini habits.
Okay.
I love the Atomic Habit book, and I love Mini Habit book. I think it's Gary somebody, I can't think of his name right now really quick, but he's all about overcoming inertia. And that is by having a little tiny mini habit that no matter what happened in your day, you could do it. So for example, sitting at my harp. So he said, your goal is not to play harp every day. Your goal is to sit at your harp every day.
Mm.
And by doing that little tiny motion, I'm like, okay, I can do that. You end up practicing. I'm sitting at my harp. I love it. I want to practice. So same thing with this is I have them do their nightly checklist, okay? And they don't have to be perfect at it, but they're going to read those little check-in questions every day and report. That's a mini habit. I didn't ask them never to eat a bite of food off plan. I didn't ask them to, make freezer meals or bulk cooking or all of these rules. But by just them doing that nightly habit every night, they're bringing in these other actions because they've overcome inertia and they're reporting it. So there you go.
We could keep going, but the time is up. So Kathleen, thank you again so much for telling your story. And thank you for playing 3-Question Thursday. It's really been a wonderful night, and I appreciate you so much. So
You bet. Thank you.
Good night, everybody. Stay bright.